equal money and careers, it is important to consider what makes up the rear end, what is underwriting, what is the foundation of the current economic system. It is the careers that it produces, and obviously the careers everyone participate in. Because within the system, the moment you make a decision on a career, you normally make a decision that is a life decision. You say, for that decision, that for the rest of your life, you are going to do a particular action, and that particular action is defined by the economic system, and you are doing it for a certain economic return. So it has a certain value, and you, according to the system, has got a certain value, and that is what is going to protect your life and going to contain or be the content of your life. And that is one of the biggest problems, obviously, because everyone in the world that is in careers at the moment, have already made a decision and committed their life not to their career. They have committed their life to the current economic system in the world. They are the reason the system exists, and they are the problem. So if you are the reason and the problem of the system, you have to start looking at the responsibility there is that you must take. I'm not saying you must immediately change your career. I'm saying that you should dedicate part of your earnings to the research and change of a new system, to bring about a new system so that when it's in place and it is politically achieved, one can bring it in slowly without causing revolutionary problems where everybody is on the streets and then without food and causing destruction to the infrastructure. We must change the system in the world without damaging the infrastructure, otherwise we're going to have to build it again. Obviously, we already have to fix the problems we have caused, and there's going to be a great excess of mines, buildings, resources and so on that will no longer be utilized, as it was only part of a system of profit and competition. If you look, for instance, at a family business, you say a family business is a great thing. Is it really? Because it commits the family to the current economic system. It makes sure the family survive. It has no consideration for anything else but that. So is it with careers. A person in a career gets completely focused on the system without any consideration for the earth and the other inhabitants here that is not part of the system. Now, which of the creatures on earth is more and which are less? What decides that? Money? Is money the thing that decides? Is it the intellect and the consciousness? But all the intellect and consciousness exist as is that it is based on the foundation of money. It's not existing as something in itself. It is based on what makes, or what promotes, what motivates the value decisions, what motivates the reason for its existence. And that is all of it money. Nothing moves at any level in this world, from religion to family to culture to languages to governments. Every single thing in this world, nothing moves without money. And strange enough, even those that hate money end up using it anyway and still use it for their happiness. So it's like a complete bullshit self-sabotage regime that they live in to remain the ultimate victim and the ultimate slave to money, because they hate it, yet they can't live without it, and therefore they can't even stand up and make a proper contribution to change the world, because they're stuck in their hateful scenario instead of looking at a practical solution to bring about a world that's best for all. Obviously, in an equal money system, virtually all the careers eventually will disappear from the perspective that they exist now, because when you make a decision for your life, you will no longer make it based on the economic impact or how you can find a way to become famous or how you can find a way to become wealthy. It will be based on the most astonishing, astounding idea, something the human race has never ever considered. The idea that what you do as your career or the purpose and reason for your living is to find ways for all living things to have a more fulfilled life. That means the real pursuit of happiness, the real pursuit of actual evolution. Yes, that is what equal money will facilitate. Because no longer will the need, the desire, and the implied and tacit regulation and rules exist that you have to consider profit and loss. Obviously, it will take some real benevolence and insight and logic and common sense from you to understand what an equal money system really entails. It is such a very out of the ordinary, out of the universe idea that none of the great minds that's been on earth has ever considered this in any way whatsoever, or came up with a practical solution that is best for all. No one actually ever did anything about the suffering in the world. It is all just ideas, philosophies, knowledge, none of it practical, action-driven solutions. That's what we do at the Equal Life Foundation. That's what we do with the Equal Money System. That's what we do with Destiny. And that is why we have the Destiny I process as a training program to coach you in life skills and in leadership skills. So join us today, because you will join us. That is inevitable.